Okay, boys and girls, we are now going to try a second example. We're going to try the number 25. Again, you are to start with 1 times that number so that we're doing this in a nice organized way. And if you remember from Friday, that's going to make sure we have all of them. We're not missing any of them. After the number 1 comes the number 2, so you're going to try that. There's lots of different ways to see if 2 works. Some of the strategies people were using on Friday were to skip count. Another strategy would be to use the circles to divide. So I could have 2 circles. And I'm going to put numbers instead of tallies. So 10, 20, I have 5 left to go, 21, 22, 23, 24. I have 1 left over. I need to be able to split it as a whole. That doesn't work, so 2 is not going to work. Cross it out. Then I would try the number 3. Again, you could draw circles if that's your preference. Skip count in your head if you can. If you know your math facts, knowing what times 3 will either A, give you 25, or B, will get you close to see that it doesn't work. You could also skip count on paper. So if I'm going to skip count by 3, I'm going to put 3 down and then go by 3s. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and if I run out of room, just start a second column, 21, 24, 27. Okay, I skipped right over 25. 3 will not work. For 4, I know that 4 times 5 is 20, plus 4 more is 24, and then 4 after that is 28. So I still would not do 25 with that. Now, after 4 comes the number 5. And I know 5 times 5 equals 25. After 5 is the number 6, but we don't need to do that because within 5 times 5 right here, we have a repeat, so we can stop. And then again, we're going to draw our U for Urbana here, coming down, back up here, and then we follow along to list the factors. So the factors of 25, if we list them, we start with the number 1. As we go along, 2 doesn't work, we don't write it down. 3 didn't work, we don't write it down. 4 didn't work, we're not going to write it down. We get to the number 5, it's written 2 times, but we only write it 1 time because it's the same factor. Back up this side of the U for Urbana, we already have 5 written down. There's nothing here, here, or here. The next number is 25. So the number 25 has 3 factors, 1, 5, and 25. Now, we're going to try a third example. So let me erase. We're now going to try the number 13. And we've talked about one of the ways to know to stop is when you have a repeat. But then there is also another way to know when to stop. So let's try 13 and we'll talk about that example. So we again still start with 1 times that number. Then we try 2. We know 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 7 is 14. It's not going to work. Then we try 3. Skip counting maybe. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Doesn't work. 4, 8, 12, 16, doesn't work. Try 5, 10, 15, didn't work. 6, 12, 18. Now we're to the number 7, 7, 14. And this is where I'm going to stop. And the reason I do that is because as soon as I get to a number that when I double it, it is over the number we want. So when we did 6, it was 6, 12. That was still under 13. When we moved to 7, 7, and then the next is 14. We've doubled it. We're already past that. So every other number after that, if I skip counted with that, it would be, when I double it, would be over 13. So like 8, 16. If I tried 9, 9, 18. If I tried 10, 10, 20. I don't need to try all of those because I got to a point where it would double. And then this is where I can stop. So for this one, the factors of 13 are simply, if we draw our U, 1, and then 13. This one has 2 factors, 1 in itself.